salute everyone. Salute. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building, man. Got my man Shaw Powers in the building with me. Shaw Powers, what's good?
Peace to you, Divine. Peace to the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah. This is Real Talk, man. Knicks Real Talk is a pregame show. Knicks and Atlanta Hawks down at the State Farm Arena tonight at 7:30. We're gonna get in here and get it popping, man. Salute to Cass James, salute to Fabian Williams. It's the pregame show, man. We here, man. Knicks got a game tonight at 7:30 down in Atlanta, man. Hope we can go down there and get it popping, get this 3-in-a-row victory, man, and get us 3 games in a row. Nick playing really good basketball over the last 10 games, 7-3, 2 in a row. Defense playing well, team playing well. And we really playing some good basketball right now. So hopefully we can go in here, man, and get a popper down in Atlanta tonight, go in the ATL and clip some wings off the Hawks tonight, and get us another win on the doctrine, man. So it looks real good, man. The team playing great basketball overall. What can I say, man? Like I said, we bought Cam Reddish in the building. For those who haven't heard, the Knicks traded for Cam Reddish just recently for the Atlanta Hawks for Kevin Knox and first round 2022 Charlotte protected. They brought back Solomon Hill with them and guys like that, man. So great trade for the Knicks. He won't play tonight. He's unavailable with an ankle injury. So I do know that, but he's here though, man. A good move for the Knicks overall. We're gonna get into that, talk about that later on down in the show. But I hope everybody had a good day today, man. And they're here, man. They're here with us, man. About to get it popping. You already know, man. So we here, man. Shaw Powell has been overall, man. It's been a good week for the Knicks the last couple of weeks. We 7-3, been playing good basketball, and I'm looking forward to this team really starting to gel. The commodities starting to come together. Guys is healthy now. We just got a couple of guys out. We'll get into the injury report in a few minutes, but overall, they're looking pretty well.
Yeah, like you said, Divine, the biggest thing of the Knicks fan as we go back and forth yelling and screaming about the Knicks has been pretty consistent. Seven out of 7 games out of the last 10 games, man. And tonight should be a good night, to get out there and see what we could accomplish against this Atlantic team. This is also one of the big things tonight about this game is if we win, we take hold of the conference wins against them. So we need a good win with them tonight. 2 wins. We already have 2 wins against them already. Another win will solidify us against if anything comes neck and neck with us, we'll have the advantage over them.
Yeah, real talk, man. Absolutely, man. All these games are important in the conference, man. But we've been playing some good basketball lately, man. I got to salute the Knicks from where they've been playing. Star Day Barrett been coming around his own in the last 6 games, man. He averaged around 20-something a game. After Julius Randle went through the turmoil with the team last week, man. Hope he got out of that situation and hopefully pulled all that to the side. He came back with a nice game, almost had a triple-double the other night. I like the way he's been playing basketball lately, man. He's facilitating more, not forcing anything. He's playing a little bit of defense as well down there, man. I like the way Julius Randle has been playing the last couple of games. And so we just got to keep it going, man. I really like what we're going on right now in New York, man. We've been waiting for this all year. Hey, Evan Fournier, his last couple of games as well, he's been in there getting a popping too. Evan Fournier been playing some good basketball for the Knicks. He finally getting his legs under him. So I do think that we starting to really get this thing going in the right direction, man. Salute to the whole chat anyway, man, for everybody being up in here, man. Real talk. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that game tonight, man. It seems like every game is a big game for the New York Knicks, but this will be a nice game to get 3 in a row. Then we got 4 games coming at home, and we playing good at the Garden now. We kind of won our last 4 or 5 at the Garden, but we've been playing well at home, which is finally good to see. We keeping teams coming in there, breaking in the house, taking our W's away from us. So we kind of been getting the popping down at the Garden, and it's been a good thing, man. So I'm really super excited about what's going on right now. The Cam Reddish thing was huge for me. I know we still got another move to make, and I think we will make another move eventually sooner or later. But for right now, that was a good move. You got to give Brock Aller and Leon Rosen their credit, man. Them cats are playing chess down there in New York. They got rid of Kevin Knox expiring, and also got a 2025 pick out of it, a TPE out of it, and saved $1.7 million, and got Solomon Hill out the deal too. And Solomon Hill is a savvy veteran dude, hard dude too. He go hard, so that's a good thing, man. And that was a good move as well, Shaw Powell. So I think the Knicks did good with that Cam Reddish trade.
Yeah, you don't sleep on this front office over here, man. We traded Knox in the first round pick to get Cam Reddish and Solomon Hill, plus we got back a second round pick. Where you see that at ever, man? Who knows what's going to happen with Atlanta and how they're going to move their moves, but we gave up 1 person to get 2 people back. We gave up a first round pick to get a second round pick later, and to 2020, 2025, 26. Don't play around with this front office over here.
Yeah, they put in their work, man. Just when we think this front office is kind of not doing their job, man, they behind the scenes making moves. They're real quiet on what they do. They don't put too much out there. But that was a good move for the Knicks. So like I said, overall, once he won't be able to play tonight, obviously, because he got a hurt ankle. And I go over the injury report with you guys right now and break down, let y'all know what's going on with the game. But I think that it's going to be a fun game tonight. Let's start with the starting lineup for the night, guys. For all we know, project the starting lineup for the New York Knicks is R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Alex Burks, and Evan Fournier. For the Atlanta Hawks tonight, their starting lineup is DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Gorgie Jane, Brogdon Dodanovich, and Trae Young. And these are all projected, and he can change at the last minute. And for the injury report and everything like that, New York Knicks, Solomon Hill not with the team, Cam Reddish ankle, Derrick Rose ankle, Lucas Salmon a two-way contract, he's down there, and Kemba Walker knee, he is out. And I thought he would be back, but they look like he's going to be out again today. For the Atlanta Hawks, Clint Capella is doubtful. Danilo Gallinari, Achilles, and Jillian Johnson are questionable with the ankle. For the Knicks overall, our leaders are Julius Randle, 19 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, 5 points, assists a game. Mitchell Robinson, 1.6 blocks. Alex Burks, 1.32 steals. And Mitchell Robinson, PER, 2.0. What can I say? Mitchell Robinson has been playing some great basketball for the New York Knicks lately. He really been coming into his own, starting to get that energy under him. And I like the way he played he dominated the other night, man, against the Dallas Mavericks. Maxie Cleveland, them guys had nothing for Mitchell Robinson. But that was good to see that he's really coming to his conditioning, getting back to his own shot power, and he looked real good last night. So I think tonight he's going to be huge. Hopefully, have a huge game against Clint Capella them tonight.
Yeah, Divine, you're a little choppy, but yeah, the things that's gonna happen, salute a lot wise, man. That is something that I say I did not know that Knox could be moved to in order to get someone like Reddish. Right now we have a little log jam going on at our wings. So don't sleep right now. These Knicks are starting to create some things that we didn't think was going to happen, and maybe another smaller trade to go along with this move that we made already.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got one more coming down the pipeline. I'm quite sure of that. I do think that we're gonna move something. I would love to see us get a stretch 5 or 4 in there. I got my eyes set on Christian Woods. I really like that move there. If Houston looking to deal him, I like that, man. I think you can get Noel and a young guy down there to get that dude. I think that'd be phenomenal. Miles Turner is the real deal too. I like that deal as well. So we got to see, man. I think they still gonna be willing to deal him for the next couple of rounds. And I do think that we're gonna make it happen before the game tonight. I'm looking forward to a good game tonight, man. I really am looking for the Knicks to go down in the ATL and bang it out with these guys, man, and try to get this third victory in a row to get us to 22 and 21. And got 4 games at home at the MSG in the next 4 games. We gotta be home, so we have to take advantage of the schedule. And now that we're playing pretty good at home, we can get back to doing what we do. And that just going there, keep winning. We can go on that streak like we did last year. And man, we go to 3 in a row tonight, and we can capitalize at home. Man, next thing you know, we got 5 or 6 games in a row under the belt shot powers. And I just think it's going to be good for us and moving up in the standings. Right now, literally by next week, the Knicks could be up to the 5th or 6th spot. If everything go the way it's going. Like I said last night, I was watching, checking out the NBA scoreboard, and a lot of teams in our division, everybody lost except for the Cleveland Cavaliers that we want to lose. So, that was pretty impressive, too. A lot of teams took L's last night, and it's a lot of good games on the doctrine tonight that's going to benefit the Knicks if we win. So we just got to stay the course and see how this thing go, man. But let these teams keep battling each other out, and all we got to do is keep winning shot power, and I think we'd be good to go.
Yeah, as we say, every game that we have right now is a big game, and tonight, nevertheless, is another big game. Right now, we just need to move up and keep consistent, man. And the more games that we play, every game is going to be a more intense game, and we really need to solidify how we work this roster right now, man. And just to throw out there too, I like the Turner thing. Turner thing is nice, but I got another sneaky one that I've been looking around. I'm not sure how how it will work out, who we would move or how we would get it. But we also got another New York bound guy out there with Mobamba, and his name is circulating out there a little bit, on the boards. I mean, on the wall too. So let's see what happens, man. But for tonight's game, man, I just hope we stay consistent, man. I need Randu, need the whole crew just to come out and play like they play, man, and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? Tonight, good thing about tonight, Atlanta's coming off a back to back. I mean, they played
Facts.
last night. They took an L last night. So hopefully, they going through what they're going through down in Atlanta. There's a lot of noise going on around Atlanta with them. Guys might talk about only Clint Capella and Trey Young. Anybody else is possible movable. They talk about John Collins. He's not happy down there right now with his playing time and things that's going on with him. So you just never know what they're going through. But we're not worried about the Atlanta Hawks other than beating them. You know what I mean? But I think tonight we do go in there and get it popping tonight. I think we go down to the ATL and I think we walk out there with a W tonight. The Knicks is playing some real good basketball, man. Ever since Christmas, they've been popping. And granted, the good thing about it, we got a lot of our guys back now. Other than Derrick Rose, Kemba Walker, and obviously Cam Reddish and guys like that. But we got Noel back, which is helping Mitchell Robinson get his minutes relieved. Got another shot blocker down there in the front court. It's good to see. So, Alex Burks and Quickly and all these guys, hopefully Obi can get up. So I'm concerned about Obi Toppin, man. I really am. I think I spoke about that in the last stream. I'm concerned about Obi Toppin since Julius Randle came back. I don't know, man. That's going to be something that we're going to deal with, in the front office going forward. Do we keep Obi Toppin or did we move him? Because, guys like Cam Reddish can do things that Obi Toppin can't do. You know what I mean? And he can do some of the things he can do. And then you also, man, like I said, we might need to get a stretch 4 or 5 up in here. So, he's one of the guys out there that we're going to have to keep an eye on about because he's probably right now, he's like the least productive one in the last week or two, maybe the last week since Julius Randle come back. He hasn't been playing the Obi Toppin ball that he was playing maybe 2 weeks ago. So I wonder if all this trade talk and all this stuff might be getting to him. I hope not. I hope it's just that he's in a funk right now and he still can come out of it. I like Obi Toppin. I think he's a good player, but at the same time, the way the Knicks are playing, they look like they're going for something. You just never know who might be caught up in a trade. So, you wanting a guy like that who live in New York, got a family in New York, from New York, got a white girlfriend just had, pregnant, got a kid. You wonder if all this is taking a toll on him mentally. But I hope not, man. I hope we got some good people around him that can steer him in the right direction because I'm concerned about him for sure.
Yeah, OB is something that's really sticking out like a sore thumb, man. And not saying it in a bad way, but if you look at any trades that are after this Reddish trade going down to get another big man down there, Obi Toppin's name is popping up into that category. I like Obi, man. He's someone that we bought here, as someone that we brung home and stuff like that. And I think that he can get out there if he could get the minutes. That's the big thing about Obi Toppin right now, him and minutes. And I hope, I'm always hopeful for someone that we brung home, man, and I want Obi to come out here and flourish when he gets out on the court. But on the other hand, if we're looking to make a move, and if we do make another move before this February 10th deadline, if we make another move, I believe, I don't know, but I believe Obi Toppins may be up on the chopping block to be moved out for something if we bring somebody else in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to bring that to the forefront. We won't hop on that all night, but I just think that he got drafted into a tough situation when you got a guy like Julius Randle there starting. Usually when you get drafted high as Obi is to a team who's looking to rebuild, probably or just looking to rebuild. He came into a situation where he came right in when you got a power forward in front of him who's not going to relinquish that time. And I just think he got drafted in a bad spot, man. You know what I mean? And we don't want him to have a Kevin Knox situation. You know what I mean? Kevin Knox in the first year he played all the games, and after that, it's best if he's not going to be able to develop and get the minutes behind Julius Randle, then you need to move him and move him and get somebody who can make it happen there. Like I said, I like guys out there like Robert Covington, guys like that, $11 million aspiring contract. Stretched. I mean, he could shoot the ball from 3. He could defend with the best of them. And with Portland, with their situation, I mean, it's just a hot mess down there as well. So you know he got aspiring. You know what I mean? You could look send Obi somewhere and bring that guy back. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do in Portland. The way that thing is going with Damian Lillard now, he about to go into gonna be out for a minute with abdominal surgery. And my man CJ McCollum just getting back. I mean, they look like they're going to do something down there as well. So we got to keep an eye on. But whatever happens, man, we just got to see what Obi Toppin do. But you know, it's tough for his situation. But you know, but moving on though, you know, for us tonight's game, I think we go down to ATL and really get it popping down there tonight. Let the defense come to the forefront, Shy Powers, and we keep playing defense like we've been playing lately, which is getting back to what we do, our identity. And we got a good chance of going there and make things happen tonight in Atlanta. Come out there with that W. And I know we really be psyched tonight if we come out there with a W.
Facts. Like you were saying about the move when we picked up Obi, I believe I'm not, you know, I believe that they wasn't thinking that they were going to keep Randall. We didn't think that Randall was going to have the type of year that he had last year, and Randall might have been something to move last year, you know, by the trade deadline or, you know, sometime last year. Randall had a ball out year, so it really pushed Obi back a little bit. And you see that it's still holding him back a little bit playing behind Randall. But for tonight's game, man, I hope he gets out there. I want the whole team, man. The way the team has been playing these last couple of games, we talk about RJ, we talk about Fournier, we even talk about Randall, and big up to my man Mitchell Robinson, man. I did another thing for you again, Mitchell Robinson, on one of these sites tonight, man. Do what you got to do, man. Put some respect on Mitchell Robinson's name. $1.8 million. $1.8 million. 2 games in a row that he has double doubles and 2 blocks. I big up on Mitchell Robinson. Put some respect on his name, man.
Yeah, he's starting to come into his own, man. I think he's starting to get that conditioning back. Like I said, not playing for 9 months. They had to come back to the beginning of the season and not ready to play, but they had to throw you in there because Nerlens Noel was injured, you know, and all that stuff. And then he goes in a protocol, and Mitch just had to fight his way through. But I like Mitchell, the warrior, man. He's one of the few Knicks, man. No matter how injured that man is, if he can get down before he get up, but he get in there and play ball. You know what I mean? And I really like that about him lately, man. Because like I said, them cats in Dallas had no answer for him. I mean, literally, bro, Mitchell Robinson was dominating them cats. I'm like, okay. And I noticed the point guards, what few point guards we had, even Alex Burks was kind of finding them. You know what I mean? Every now and then I was happy to see that. And you know, but if you do pull off that move, what they're talking about with Turner and Noel, you move Turner for Obi and Noel, you gotta pull that trigger, Frank. I mean, you have to pull that trigger. No question about it. Man, you have to pull that trigger. We deal with you know what I'm gonna tell you the reason why I would like to pull that trigger. Can you imagine because my man what's his name Miles Turner can stretch the floor? Can you imagine the lineup when they throw him and Mitch out there together? You know what I mean? That would be crazy. You know what I mean? When you got to go against a big team, and you know when you want to get Randall a break, you get Randall a break. You could slide Turner to the 4 and let him go 5. I mean, you know, it's just that simple. So it's gonna be interesting, man. To see how that thing pan out. But you know, it's a lot of things going on out there, man. But tonight we go take care of business. Alex Burks got to go up against Trae Young. I like the size Alex got tonight. He got size on Trae Young. That helps. And he's a pretty decent defender. And you know, RJ doing RJ things. You know, I think they got DeAndre Hunter back tonight, so it's gonna be interesting, man. But I think the Knicks win that tonight. I just think that they reeling right now, man. That organization, they looking to do something down there. There's too much noise going on. When you got guys like John Collins, you know, not happy with what he's doing. They losing games. You know what I mean? They like 17-24. And you know, if they don't get this thing turned around quickly, they're not even going to be in it. And so they might want to get and start doing some things to free up cap space. And that's why I think they did the Cam Reddish thing, because, you know, Knox got aspiring. You know what I mean? So they were like, listen, they got our Solomon Hill off the book for $2 million something. They got Cam Reddish. They don't have to try to re-sign him. I think they're going to try to go big game hunting. You know what I mean? Whether it's Ben Simmons or somebody, who knows? But I think Atlanta's going to be in that direction right now. So you got to look for them to try to get out there and make some moves. But for the Knicks, tonight is all about Fournier, RJ Barrett, and Randall. I think these guys got to come to play tonight. We didn't have Fournier in the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks last year. And let's see how he played tonight. You know what I mean? We had him on Christmas Day. They got busy. They were doing their thing. And we got to see if this game be the same way. We gave them the business in Christmas. Now we need to give them the business tonight down in the ATL before we can get on back up to Madison Square Garden for the next 4 games. And I do think that we really going to have a prime opportunity to get it popping. If Clint Capella not there, then Gordy Dane going to be there. Let's see what Richard Robertson can do against Gordy Dane. I know he got the body size on Gordy Dane, so he should be able to dominate him from a physical standpoint. But Gordy Dane is a savvy guy too, man. He can play basketball as well. So and he every now and then he's not afraid to shoot the 3 ball. So Mitch going to have to be inside outside tonight. But if any indication the way Mitch's been playing the last couple of games, that should be a fun matchup for us tonight. John Collins and Julius Randle is always a fun matchup. You know what I mean? I like to see them two go at it with each other. So we got to see where RJ going to line up against tonight, man. DeAndre Hunter might be back. He might be there against him. So, I think Kevin Hurt is back. Him and Fournier get it popping tonight. But I do think overall, I think we got a good chance of beating them from a standpoint of what guys we got in our lineup and that starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, tonight is the night for Fournier to have another a decent game tonight. The last couple of games, you see him more on attack mode, not hesitating, taking a jump shot as soon as he comes off of that screen. He's looking better this game. He's looking better over the last couple of games, and I hope he continues to play better. So let's talk about Fournier trading him. I'm not sure if Fournier is going to be. I mean, he has one of the bigger contracts on the roster right now, and but I don't know if he's one of the guys that they will move mid-season at the trade deadline to make a trade. But who knows what'll happen? These Knicks, this front office of the Knicks is fucking. Oh, excuse me, Devon. I'm so sorry. Is really incredible, man. And let's see what happens. Once again, we need Fournier and RJ to come out here tonight. I mean, Fournier, RJ, and Randall are players that's been really coming out there and performing. We need them to perform tonight. And once again, I gotta always bring in Mitchell Robinson, man. He has to come out and dominate his center position tonight because he has someone that's undersized, and I believe that he can go out there and get another double tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at Fournier for a minute, man. We were talking about he was like Escape from New York. We were trying to run Fournier out here for a minute, man. But he seemed like he got his legs under him after Christmas. He really started playing some good basketball. But when you ain't playing well, that's what happens in New York. When you ain't playing well, we're gonna give it to you. When you're playing well, we're gonna reward you. But but I'm glad that he's got it back going. I really do. And I'm glad that he got it back going, man. He's been having some good games, and hopefully he can continue doing what he's doing. And like I said, RJ that's been star J for the last 6 or 7 games. Like I said, Julius Randle kind of settled down after that little mix happened with the fan base, and just let the ball talk on the court, man. Don't worry about the outside noise. I'm glad to see that he did that. He got back to what he do, man. I love the game he played against Dallas. That was one of the better Julius Randle games I've seen all year because of the way he played. It wasn't about the scoring numbers. It was about the assists, the rebound, and the effort on defense. Letting RJ do RJ things because he had the hot hand going. I love that about Randle the other day, and I hope he keep that same type of basketball up from here going forward because that's what you need. If you don't, if somebody got to pop, let them pop. Your duty is to make sure you give them the ball. But I want to see Alex Burks keep doing what he's doing as well, but get a little bit more assists at the point guard. I know he's a score first type of player, but I want to see him start. He had some. The other game he had 6 assists the last game, which is pretty impressive. I'm happy to see that. That's what you need out your point guard. Make sure you get everybody else involved. And then when you get a chance to get a pop on yourself, then you get it popping. But Alex Burks did do a good job the last game against Dallas of facilitating. And I think that was real special for him, man. I was happy to see that. And so moving forward, man, the game tonight going to be special. I think he got size on Trae Young. I like that matchup. Alex Burks got size on Trae Young. That's going to help out a little bit. Trae Young is Trae Young. He is who he is, and he can get down with the basketball. But I do like the fact that Alex Burks got size, and that's going to help out a great deal. In that combination, you're right, Fabian. That combination with Mitch and
Facts.
Randle left 32 and 20. Our front line smashed their front line in Dallas. They had no answer for Randle, RJ, and Mitchell Robinson. We gave them the business, man. So I was happy to see the way they performing on that front line. That front line was huge the other day. And so tonight we got to be the same thing. We need that same energy, that same effort. And what I'm liking the most, another name that's coming to me, man, I think is going to be a keeper here to stay is Quentin Grimes.
Oh, no question.
Grimes is going to be here, bro. Let's put that out there. He in his rookie year, he's starting to show me what he going to be in 2 or 3 years. You know what? He's going to be around for a minute, man. I like his energy, man. I like his defense effort. I like his energy. The man got heart. He ain't scared. He ready to compete. And I think overall that's a good look for the Knicks. That was a good pickup right there. Quentin Grimes. was a good pickup. And I know McBride to be there eventually. You know, he lighten up the G League like he's supposed to, but he'll get his burn. But that was a good pickup for Nick. He played a good game the other night too, man. All of them got plus minus, especially always in a plus. And for the first time in a while, you start to see our starting unit in the pluses. You know what I mean? They're in the pluses, all of them. You know what I mean? That's really good to see because almost half of the year they wasn't in the plus. They was always in the minus. But you know, since Christmas, like I said, they done turned it around and they've been really balling out, man, playing with a lot of cohesion and everything. So I'm happy to see that. And like you said, Mitchell Robinson been dominant. Rashard Powell, he's really, really coming to his own. I'm glad to see that condition to start to get good. And let's hope that he continue doing what he's doing. But I like the way the Knicks playing Manuel quickly. He been playing excellent basketball, except for the other night he was in foul trouble. But Emmanuel quickly been playing some good ball for the Knicks too. So I mean, you know, we got a good young core there that's ready to do some things. Rashard Powell, and I hope they just continue keeping it going.
Yeah, we got some things going on, man. RJ is starting to come into his own, man. He's starting to get hot like he did last year. Hopefully he stays consistent just like he's doing now, and come and play some ball, man. IQ is really playing some decent ball right now, man. Learning that coming off that 6 man, coming off the bench, being a real role player, and solidifying that second unit. But to talk about Grimes, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I was looking at a couple of chats, a couple of sites, and a couple of things, and everyone's saying that Grimes was a spot minute guy. This guy's playing like 22, 25 minutes a game since last 6, 7 games, man. I don't know if that's spot minutes right there, man. This guy is coming in here and he's playing. And the one thing that I have to say about Grimes, like I said, when he first got implemented back into the unit, that he started off a little slow. He couldn't hit no shots. He wasn't scoring no baskets, but he's playing hard defense. And all it took for Grimes and all it's taken for Grimes is for him to have some minutes on the court, because now he's coming in and he's shooting the ball a little better. You see him get that. He has one of the fastest catch and shoots on the team, if not the fastest that I've seen in such a long time, man. And he's starting to progress. He's starting to learn the game. He's starting to learn where he's supposed to be when the defense comes around. He's a defensive presence. And he's starting to get his shot together. He's not. I don't believe that he's going anywhere no time soon, man. He's someone that is going to be here for a little bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is for me? He's doing what Reggie Bullock did for us last year, just was at the 2 guard spot. 3 and D, 3 and D all day. You know, he's just doing what Reggie Bullock did. Now he almost justifying the Reggie Bullock move. You know what I mean? Saving that $10 million because Burks is playing well. He playing decent. So between Burks and Quentin Grimes, that's justifying the Reggie Bullock move. You know what I mean? And I'm happy with Grimes, man. I think this young man gonna be here. He's gonna get it popping. So let's hope that he get it back. But it's good to have Noel back. Noel coming back is a big plus for us too. To get relieved Mitch and play that anchor spot, because Noel did some big things for us last year. I mean, and that's why the Knicks gave him that money, because he held it down when Mitch went out last year. Now have him and Mitch back anchoring that defense spot. And give him a couple of games, give him maybe 4 or 5 games when he get his legs under him. You know what I mean? He's gonna be performing better. He's just coming off the protocol situation and conditioning wise and everything. But I like the energy he tried to put together. He played with the other night in Dallas at Madison Square Garden. So I'm looking for him to bounce back in the next couple of games and keep it going, getting that energy and doing Noel things. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to bode well for us. So overall, man, we got our guys back, man. We're playing pretty good basketball, so we got to be happy as the Knicks fan base right now. We back at 500. Got a chance to go with 500 today to get to 22 and 21. Then after that, man, we go home. You know what I mean? We go home back up to the arena, the world most famous arena, and try to play 4 in a row. And I'm hoping that be the outcome tonight. Hopefully, Tibb coached a great ball game the other night. But it usually is crazy when your boy is playing good, coach look good. You know what I mean? So when Fournier shooting the ball well, RJ shooting the ball well, Julius Randle playing well, Mitchell playing well, Tibbs look well. You know what I mean? So, winning kills everything, man. But our guys are playing good basketball. We just got to keep it up, keep the momentum going. Let's get down here in the APL and, man, clip some wings off the Hawks today. But we can do what we got to do, man. Derrick Rose not being here, imagine when he get back pretty soon in February. And that's why I think the Knicks are going to be ready, man. When Derrick Rose get back, we missed him. You know how bad we missed Derrick Rose. You can see the difference having Derrick Rose and not having Derrick Rose when he went down with that injury. You know, the type of basketball that we had to play. You know, we just didn't have that energy like Derrick Rose bring. But now when he get back, Kimba get back, it's going to be interesting what's going to be going on in New York, because now we got a lot of decisions to make. You know, what happens to the Grimes, what happened to the, you know, all these guys, man. So I still think there's going to be another deal to be made, because, you know, Allen Burks obviously going to go back to the 3. You know, if Kimba do play, and Derrick Rose get back, you know, he going to the 3. And so what happens with the Cam Reddishes, the Grimes, the Quickleys, the Obi? That's why I say it's something else got to be brewing in New York. There's no way we're going to be able to keep everybody happy. You know, with the emergence of Quentin Grimes, Shaw Powers, I just think that somebody's going to have to get moved.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't want to say obvious, but it's more than likely that someone is going to be moved, and you know, aside for, like I said, Obi, a big name being out there, Burks is another name that's out there a lot. Me personally, I hope we can hold on to Burks at least until the end of this year. But if something comes up where, you know, Burks and somebody and whoever, and we get a more defined point guard here, then, you know, it was good having you, Burks, man. That's my Mr. B right there, man. He gets busy, like you say, Swiss Army knife. Um, but in the last couple of games, man, he's just been playing something different, man. A little different basketball, man. Not heavy scoring, but he's grabbing some rebounds. Not turning the ball over and getting assists. I mean, he's been playing excellent defense this year. So um, he's one of the names that's out there on the wall too, that you know, could solidify another player here, because we are having a log jam, and it is big when Kemba comes back, when D Rose comes back. Where can we fit Grimes in to get 5, 7, 8, 10 minutes? You know, it's going to take away a lot from his game, and he's going to be more of a situational looking player. So he's Grimes right now, man. He's been coming in, he's been playing minutes, and he's been on this rotation. And I really don't want him to stop coming in for the rotational purposes. So Knicks got some big things that go on, man, and soon we'll see what's going to go happen.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna be keep it 100. I think the Kemba Walker situation is not going to pan out. Not because he can't play basketball, not because of his talent. I just don't know if he's going to be able to sustain the rest of the year. I just don't know, man. You know, they keep saying that he, you know, was sore, but it's not made it. But the man, he's been out. You know what I mean? And think about it, guy. We winning without him. You know, we winning
Facts.
without him. You know what I mean? So you know, you winning without him. And Derrick Rose is not here. When Derrick Rose come back, you know he's going to get his time. I think guys like Kemba Walker and Obi Toppin, guys, man. This is just me personally. I don't know if they're going to be around like that, man. Because you know, it's hard for me to justify taking Quentin Grimes out of that lineup. I just don't see. I think he earned his spot. So I do think it's going to be some moving and shaking going around here, man. And I think we're gonna go for something, man. We're gonna go for something that's gonna help this team get to another level. So I do think them guys might be out of here, if you ask me personally, or they might keep everybody. I don't know, but either which way it go, I think we're gonna have to do something. But I'm hoping that Quentin Grimes continue to get his minutes and develop. Because I think he's gonna be important in that to the Knicks going forward with that defense and that sharp shooting that he has. And now I'm noticing the guys starting to put the ball on the floor, get to the middle. He's not just settling for jump shots only. He's starting to put the ball on the floor and get to the hole and do things that are other than just shoot and play D. So it's going to be really important to see what's going on. Yo, salute to the whole chat, my man Jermaine. Salute, my brother. Yo, salute to the whole chat, man. Appreciate y'all up in here tonight, man. Y'all keep it popping. Let's get it going, man. Real talk. Your guys all the way up here doing your thing, man. That's what it is. But yeah, man, the game gonna be interesting tonight. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a fun game tonight. A real important game for us tonight. Go down in the ATL and let's get it popping. We need this win tonight, man. I know it, you know, it ain't the end of the world, but I love to stay over 500 and moving forward because we're playing good ball. And I think this is a good chance to take advantage of the situation by the way we playing ball, Chop Powder, to go down in the ATL tonight, bring that New York City gritty committee defense to the forefront like he's been playing the last couple of games over the last 10, and hold these guys down and try to walk out of there with that W.
Yeah, this as we say every time we get on pregame, every game right now is a big game, and we need to get it together. And it seems like over the last say about it's been a little bit about six, I think it was 15, 16 games, man. We're winning. We're on the winning side of things, man. Just like you said, out of the last 10 games, we're like 7 out of 3. So we're starting to get this gelling together, man. We're starting to see our guys communicate more with each other. We're starting to see people come into the lineup, and they're helping the team win. And Grimes is one of those big things of helping the team win. And aside from our steady regulars, man, we have some big things that's about to happen, man. Like we got like 3 or 4 guys on the team that may not be here by February 10th. See what happens. But the front office, man, uh checkers than check playing. We're not playing checkers, we're playing chess, man. These guys are making moves ahead of a move to see what's going to happen. And right now I'm real geeked up about it, man. I feel real happy about the way we're moving forward, and we need to get over 500 tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. And everybody in the chat, man, y'all let me know what moves would y'all like to see. Y'all holler at me, man. Let me know what moves y'all guys want to see going forward. Who you think the move his team forward, even moving further. Like anybody we bring in here, obviously wanting to make sure that's going to make us better and going to take us to another level. We don't need to bring a guy here just to be bringing him because of his name. If the guys that we bring in here going to help the Knicks catapult them to the second and third round, things of that nature. That's what we're looking at. I like the Cam Reddish move. The catapult us to a higher level. I don't know about all that, but I think it's a good move. Yeah, you're 100% right, Queen. Salute. You're 100% right. I agree with you 100%. We need some savvy veterans up in here. That's going to be able to be playoff minded. Because once you get to the playoffs, man, you need vets up in there. I don't care nobody make it to the playoffs without no vets. Good point, sis. We appreciate that. Because when you get into the playoffs, man, it's win or go home. So now the pressure butt pipe situation takes an effect, and you can see that happen to us last year. So that's why I was looking at the little short move like Robert Covington, 31 years old. He got a aspiring $11 million deal. Can shoot the 3 ball and he can defend. He's somebody that's not going to choke under pressure. I like the Eric Gordon situation. Why? He's been in a lot of playoff battles. He
I
won't.
love it.
I mean, you need to get guys in here like that who've been in the dance and not afraid to dance. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys like him, they've been there before. He'd have been in Houston. He'd have been through it all with them cats. He'd have been there with James Harden, Westbrook, Carmelo. So he's been that. So that's why I like the Eric Gordon thing. But but we definitely got to get somebody in here. And it don't got to be no major big move, but just somebody who got that toughness and that mindset to play like New York plays. Then when we get into the playoffs, you don't have to kind of coach them up so much. You don't have to coach them up. You can coach them, but you don't have to coach them up. And that's what happened to us last year. Like RJ needed to be coached up in the playoffs. Julius Randle needed to be coached up in the playoffs because they really never been in that situation. And the ones who didn't have to get coached up were the ones playing good ball for us, Derrick Rose and Todd Gibson. You know what I mean? Because I agree with Queen's Court 100%. Get some nice young vets in there, and get a pop. And yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'll leave that a lot wide. You can skip all that. In Indy, I don't know if they got the players we need other than everybody want Miles Turner. I'm looking more at the guys who just that can keep going and bring it without have confidence, not to be scared in the big moment. And that's what I want to see go up in New York. And that's why I keep bringing out certain names like that. Obviously, with Ben Simmons and them, then you're going to have to make that happen. That's what I'm saying. With somebody on that level, you're going to have to do what you got to do. But if we don't make no major moves, some good minor moves, to be some aspirers. I don't want nobody over 3 years. I just want somebody who could bring in to help us get to the playoffs this year and let them go where they want to go next year. I don't even got a problem with my man Covington and Nurkic. One of them make 11 million. One of them make 12 or 13 million. They both aspiring contracts. You can move Noel, Kimba, Obi Toppin, send them out to Portland and send Nurkic and Robert Covington here. They both aspiring. That's 25 million we got off the books next year, and we don't have that second year on the mother contract that we have with these other guys. And I do think that that would be the most logical thing for me to do is just build this team up. Some guys who've been there, and Nurkic and my man have been there, and you don't got to keep them guys. You take they could walk at the end of the year, and you still took Noel, Kimba, and Obi's money off the books the following year. You know what I mean? Like I said, just to get them here. Like I said, once the season over, Nurkic, you can go. Bye. We don't need to keep you. Robert Covington, I'll let you go get some old little minor deal from us. And Tibbs like the way you play. I like Robert Covington. I really do. I always liked him when he was in Philly. So to got moves like that, Shot Powell is what we need to be thinking about.
Yeah, I'm right up there with you, Ron. Salute to still Knicks fan. I'm not real on a big move for Miles Turner, and plus so many other teams are looking for Miles Turner. So we might have to put up a little bit more to get him right now than what we really want to. I'm cool with a nice little move to just hold us over to see what happens, how far we can get into the playoffs. Remember, Knicks fans, we are in the second year of a rebuild. This is the second year of a rebuild. Last year was the start. This is only the second year, man. And if we could get through this, make it to the playoffs, see where we range by the off season, we could have some big things coming over here for the next couple of years to come. We got some nice. We got a nice younger base team right now, and we do need some veterans. But I look more forward to, like Queen said, some more younger veterans, some people that's been into the league 4 or 5 years, but still not 25, 26 years old. So, those are the things I think we as the fan base and as the front office is also thinking the same way. So let's see what we can do, man, and how we could facilitate some of these guys and make some moves and get us to where we need to be.
Yep, absolutely. And let me ask you a question to the chat and everybody listening. What y'all think about the Jeremy Grant situation? How do you guys feel about that if they decide to move on? Detroit willing to put him out there. How do you guys like about the Jeremy Grant? Because that's another place you can go with Obi Toppin. You know what I mean? You could take Obi, throw him a couple of guys whose not contracts is not long, which we don't have long ones. You know what, Queens Court. That's a good question. I thought that's pretty. I thought he was a three. Maybe I thought he was just a linky three. And that's the reason why I would like him to be here. If he could play the three and with Randall and Mitchell Robinson, that defense front line is wonderful. I mean, Mitchell Robinson and Jeremy Grant. I mean, Jeremy Grant gained a lot of respect in the playoffs with LeBron James and them guys, man. They gained a lot of respect with Jeremy Grant, and I like his contract too. His contract is beautiful. His defense is special, man. And like I said, he'll be a Tibbs type of player. And I don't have no problem with that brother coming down here, man. And that'd be special. Can you imagine Mitchell Robinson, Randall, Grant, RJ Barrett back at the two, and you get a bona fide defensive minded point guard? That defensive team right there would be special. I mean, I just think that it'd be harder to score on them jokers. You know what I mean? So I just brought that out there because I knew that his name was circulating out there. And I had him in my What's the Scenario trade deadline show. I had put him out there with a couple of guys out there that would be interesting. The Fox thing, Matos, I'm 50-50 on De'Aaron Fox. And here's the reason I tell you why. Because RJ got a contract coming up. And he definitely going to eat into a lot of cap space. And if you bring on Fox, and you're going to have to be willing, dealing to make some more moves. You know what I mean? But I need to ask you guys about that. I don't like the contract. Let me be honest. Let me be frank with you. He just not too long ago signed that extension, and to me, you in a situation where your team is not really winning. You know what I mean? They're not winning down there. They got a lot of good talent down there. So it'd be hard to see me wanting him to be here. First of all, Shaw Powell with the contract, and he's in. It's just tough. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I had to think about that for real. What do you think about that Fox thing?
I mean, if we're looking on the lines of a strong point guard, which I think if we can get one of those young great point guards, I don't know if I'm really ready for Fox. His shooting is not that great. He electrifies the court though. He can run. He can run up and down the court and score the ball. If I was looking if I was looking for maybe a point guard, I mean, it all depends if we're trying to sign him before this deadline, or I mean, before this deadline, or sign him in the off season. I mean, I like this guy that we just seen over in and at the Mavericks, man, Brunson, man.
Yeah.
I think he's someone that we could get here. His contract is not that big. I think he'll come in here and fit in here nicely. I think that's something that I would look for. I mean, but if you want to go with who I want to be here, I like Murray, man.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
no
Murray.
doubt.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna come here, but that if you know, if you have to decipher from Fox and Halliburton, um or you know, I would maybe lean towards Halliburton than Fox. But if it was my choice to try to go out and get somebody or something like that, I'm looking for Murray, man. I like Murray, man. I really think if Murray was to come here, whew, that would really electrify the guy right there.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you get Devontae Murray and RJ in the same
No, he's
backcourt,
not.
if you get them dudes in the same backcourt, that got to be one of the dopest, youngest backcourts in the game.
I'm
Devontae
saying,
Murray and RJ Barrett with that
whew,
backcourt.
I wish upon a star, man.
I don't think San Antonio gonna. I think they're gonna sign that young man. I think they're just gonna extend him. Because if they do, the Knicks better be on the phone giving up draft picks galore. You know what I mean? You make that happen, bro. You get Devontae Murray in New York City with that length, that size, and put him in that backcourt with RJ Barrett. Both of your guards are 6'6" or bigger.
Mm.
They both can defend, they both can play, and they both can play make. Man, listen here. Man, you two talk about Willis.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I don't, I, like you said, Queen. I don't think he's available. But if it was my choice, that out of these guys that we all talk about the Foxes, about the Halliburtons, about the dang, I forgot another two or three guys that are out there spinning around in there. Uh, you know, if we had a chance to get Murray, oh boy! But these other guys here, man, all of them have something to give to the Knicks, man. Fox has something to give to the Knicks, man. He's not the greatest of shooter, but he has good IQ. You know, he sees the ball very good, and he's pretty high on assists. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure he's around 6 to 8 assists a game. His shooting is not that good. Halliburton, very good shooter, very good IQ, but there's a couple of guys out there. You know, my choice right now, if we were to make a move before the deadline, if we had to offer something up, I would shoot more towards Brunson right now. If we could try to pull him away from the Maverick Knicks and bring him to the New York Knicks, I think we that would be something I would shoot for. He's already aspiring contract coming at the off season, man. Maybe we could go over there and give the Mavericks back their pick and entice the deal. You know, give them back their pick and offer them somebody somebody like a Jokic, something like that to maybe sweeten up the deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Queen's Court hitting on all cylinders with that one. The Brunson thing is definitely doable. I think the connections make that easy as well. I mean, his father played for the Knicks. Father been around
Facts.
for a minute. You know what I mean? We got things we can get them too. That's the thing I'm happy about with the Knicks. They got pieces to do these deals. You know what I mean? They got some good contracts out there. I mean, you can definitely get Brunson. I think you're going to get them. If they don't move Tim Hardaway contract, I think they're trying to do. If you can get Jalen Brunson in here to play the point guard spot, hey, send him Kimba, send him a couple of guys, whatever. But I definitely would like to get Brunson out here. But my number one is Devontae Murray. No question about it. He's bona fide. He's a bona fide dude, and I just like his overall game. I like his side. I like his savvy. The kid can get down, man. I mean,
and he's young too, man, doing all this stuff.
Yes, I mean, like I said, Devontae Murray and RJ Barrett backcourt. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. So
I mean, hypothetically, you look at Bronson. I mean, Murray, RJ, and maybe Cam. You know what I mean? With Mitch and Randall. Whew, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, and I think what the Knicks gonna do with that situation with Cam. I think Cam. See, that's why I know they're gonna have to move somebody Because when Cam when Cam get back up that ankle injury, if he back up to 3, what are you gonna do with Alex Burks?
Right. Right.
Alex Burks quickly and Grimes dealing with the two spot. You know what I mean? Somebody, and if Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose come back, and somebody gonna have to get moved.
Facts.
I just think that it's gonna have to be that type of thing where you're gonna have to move somebody to give Cam Reddish the minutes. You know what I mean? You know, and like you right, Agent Super Argo, that young man, that's another stash we got there waiting to pop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, waiting to pop, man. But I can tell you this much. The Knicks are in a good place. Let's be real. When you look at our overall situation, cap wise, pick wise, movable contract wise, the Knicks are in a very good spot, man. And they got players that other teams will take and can help them in the playoffs. I mean, I like I said, this is a hypothetical, and I'm just saying I don't have to deal with hypothetical, but I believe if it get down to the get down, and it get crunch time, I think Evan Fournier, Alex Burks, whoever else you want to give up, and some picks, I bet you can get Ben Simmons for that. Here's why. Their contracts is good. Philly don't have to keep them contracts that long. Evan Fournier will help Philly shooting the ball. You know what I mean? Alex Burks played in Philly. He'll help them there because he's a veteran, but been in the playoffs. So, you know, it's just that the Knicks got good contract. They're in a good situation, and I think they're going to make some moves no matter what it is. What I'm hoping they do is the reason why I brought up that Nurkic and Robert Covington situation. You know, 2022 is a pretty decent free agent class. You know what I mean? So if you bring them guys on and then you don't sign them back at the end of the year, you just freed up $25 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say hypothetically you move Kemba out that deal for aspiring. By the summertime, the Knicks will have $30-something million in free agent money. You know what I mean? So, and that's the reason why I want to go after guys like Robert Covington, because at the end of the year, we don't have to keep them. And we save that money that we would have either had Noel for another year, would have had Kemba for another year, would have had Alex Burks for another year after this year. See, that money would be freed up. And I think the Knicks can go out there and really make it happen. So I think we're in a good spot with this thing, man. I hope we keep it going and we just keep playing chess. I keep playing checkers. I like you think about the move they did for Cam Reddish. Here's the good thing about that. That was the same move they did last year for Derrick Rose almost. You know, granted we gave up a protected first round, which is not gonna be much because Charlotte's in the playoffs. But you know, I don't know what's in the draft class. You guys might know more than I do. You know, the draft class I don't think gonna be that deep. You still free up a lot of money though. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ron. I ain't trying to take that contract on. But that's a no-no. That's a no-no. You know what I mean?
Right, we don't have any money. That's true.
We don't, man. We tied up, and that's why I think we need to get them cats up out of here and get that money, man. Because it's gonna be somebody gonna be out there. I got another good one for you guys. What you think about this here? And I think it can happen if they do it. Do y'all think the Cleveland Cavaliers buy out what's my man name? Kevin Love? Or would you send Obi over there with whoever and somebody to get Kevin Love's contract? He playing some good ball this year. You know what I mean? And you know that contract is almost up. What, he got a year left, I think it is. And let him back up Julius Randle at the 4. Kevin Love. Look at his numbers this year. He playing some good basketball. And he's been in the championship game quite a few times with LeBron James. He know how to get down. D. Cool say no. Okay, I see that. It was I just threw it out there because I know I'm only looking at this toward the playoffs. What can we do in the playoffs? Because that's where it all count at, man. And to me, it's like when we get in the playoffs, what we're gonna do when we get there. I'm not concerned about this regular season stuff. I know we're gonna be in the playoffs. I know that for a fact. But when we do get to the playoffs, we don't need these savvy veteran guys, man. That money is easy to move as well. But I just threw it out there. And that's why I like that, man. I like that, like the Queen said. I like that experience behind. I love some experience behind him, man. We need somebody behind Julius Randle, who's a savvy veteran who knows how to play ball in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And I just think that's the reason why I'm bringing up these names for that reason, because it's all about the playoffs once we get there.
Yeah, that would be something to think about. Bringing Love over here to back up, excuse me, to back up Randall, man. That would definitely help definitely help out the second unit and someone to release some pressure off of Julius Randle if he's not playing as well as he need to be. Man, it's so much stuff. If you look, I'm looking. I can't even read the chats as fast as going because it's so many things that we have right now that is possible to trade and move and stuff like that. The biggest thing that the front office right now has to make a decision on if it's on that on that win now thing and do something big before the trade deadline, or weighing it out and get all these guys in a package and send them somewhere, send them out at the off season. um, I believe that we're going to make another trade, man. I think we're too heavy at the wing spot right now. I think we could see one, two, or three wings with some Noel going out and bringing somebody back. Now, who we going to go look for? Who we going to get? Man, there's so many options out there that we all hit on something when we said what our trade options would be. Man, there's so many things that we could do right now that can really bolster this team and move us forward. So I'm down for anything, any move, anything that we can try to get out there. I'm a New York's fan, and when they get here, I'll assist them into the thing so I can talk about them as soon as they get here.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, man, you're right on that. We do. You never have enough wings. I agree with you on that 100%. Sue Walter White. Yeah, man. Whatever moves we make, man, let's make sure that it's gonna get us solid and get us ready for this playoff run, man. We get up in here, man. We need to be clicking on all cylinders with some real guys who can get it popping, who ain't scared of the moment, who ain't gonna be scared of the big stage. We need guys like that, man, and that's why, like Queen said, we need some savvy veterans, and then not to take away from the young guys, but to help build the young guys. You know what I mean? That's what basketball used to be about. You would have a team full of your main starters and all that, and then all the good playoff team. They had veterans. They was maybe on one cheap deals. They wasn't on a lot of long deals. They was on cheap deals, maybe minor deals, but they were there with that experience to coach these guys up and give them the right, the right stuff they need to get through these playoffs. And that's why I want to see teams like the Knicks go back to. That's why I like Todd Gibson. Granted, I might didn't want to give him $10 million, but I like him here. You know what I mean? Because I think he's got that veteran experience that'll help handle the situation when you get into crunch time, when you get into a pressure situation, and these young guys might be too big for him. And having veterans like that you can sign for a minimum of nothing, not a big deal, and you can let them walk the next year. I think that's where we need to be at right now. But I do think that we need to look at some moves that's going to come off the books next year. So just in case we go for a certain player, we have a little money, because like we said, we don't have no cap money, but we got money that we can make flexible by sending some of these contracts up out of here. And I think that's what it's going to really be, man. But I'm looking forward to it. Before tonight game, go down to the ATL and get it popping. Go down there and let's do this thing, man. Get this W, 22-21, 3 games in a row, going back to MSG, and we really, really get it popping down there. So it's going to be huge. We got to keep our eyes open, our ears to the ground for the next couple of weeks, because the trading deadline is going to be approaching pretty fast, man. We already halfway through January, and the time is just going so fast. Shot Powers, next thing you know, it'll be February 1st, and now we're really going to be hearing the noise out there now.
Yeah, I think the next couple of games that we have coming up is going to dictate what moves that we really make. If we go out here, then the next we got I think 4 games at home to this game tonight. We got about I think 7, 8 more games before the trade deadline. If we could scoop up a whole bunch of wins and get a couple of games over 500, then I think we're going to make a major move. I think it's going to be a major move. I think you'll see some of those the Foxes and the Halliburtons and those type of names out there. If we stay about even and a couple of games over 500, then there might be a minor tweak to what we might bring in here. So it's so many things that's out there right now, and we have so much assets and so many first rounders, second rounders. We got tradable contracts. It all depends on what's going to happen right now with how we win. If we win and we stay consistent and we go on this little winning streak and stay at home and stay pretty compatible to the last couple of games that we've been, man, it's going to be a big move out there coming, man. And we're all going to sit back here and be in awe, man.
Yeah, Walter White, I agree with you 100%, man. Believe it or not, that Cleveland thing ain't going to stay like that. You know what I mean? I really don't. Like I said, some of these teams start off hot and then they start tapering off. See, we start off cold, now we picking up steam. You know what I mean? And that's usually how the season goes. Sometimes you start off hot, you wind up flailing out at the end. You know what I mean? And you look at the Eastern Conference standings, man, it's crazy right now, man. And you look on the doctrine tonight, game-wise, why it's so important for the Knicks. It's a huge night for the Knicks if we win, because you got the Bucks play the Raptors. Let's say the Bucks win that one, the Raptors take an L. That moves us closer. You got the Cleveland played the other night. Now they play the Thunder tonight. The Boston Celtics got the Chicago Bulls tonight.
Yes.
Let's say the Celtics take an L. They took an L last night. Let's say they take an L. And you got the Trailblazers playing the Wizards. You got the Heat and the Sixers.
Yep.
I mean, games on the doctrine tonight, man. The Knicks win tonight. And a lot of these guys, like last night, everybody that I wanted to lose last night lost except for Cleveland. Everybody in the East. You know what I mean? Now, tonight, it's the same thing going down. That Raptors-Bucks game, I think the Bucks take that one in Milwaukee. I think the Thunder might beat the Cavaliers just due to the fact the Cavaliers played last night and the Thunder you just never know. It's what you call a trap game per se. So that might be a trap game tonight. The Bulls and the Celtics, Bulls coming off a blowout. I mean, they got beat down the other night by the New Jersey Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, excuse me. So you can see that possible. Bulls want to get back off the stride now that they know that Zach LaVine injury is not a major injury. So they was happy about that. But man, these games tonight, Heat and 76ers, that is just so important, man. So we got to go in there tonight and claw and scrap and get it popping, man, and come out there with a victory tonight. And I think once we do that tonight, we'd be in good shape, man, going forward. And we got 4 games in a row coming up at home at the Garden. Obviously, our Martin Luther King Day is going to be a back-to-back. We play then we play that Tuesday. So that's going to be a back-to-back game, but it is at MSG. And I think we're going to be able to get it popping there. And that's going to be the Knicks and the Timberwolves that game. So you got the Knicks and the Timberwolves that day. Then you have the Knicks and they got another game after that. It's going to be a back-to-back somewhere in that schedule. I might be overlooking one of them. The 17th. Yeah, Knicks and Hornets. Big game. That's what I'm talking about, a big game. Knicks got the Hornets on Martin Luther King Day in the Garden. Then you got the day after that, you got the Timberwolves. You beat the Hornets at the Garden. Knicks will be up there in the 6th spot before you know it.
Facts.
We this schedule is real important. We need to get to 25 wins and keep this thing going. And like you said, D Nice, we're a legit point guard away from being a serious team, man. And I believe that. I really believe that. So we just got to keep it going and keep getting this thing popping, man. New York, like I said, I'm glad we went through what we went through at the beginning of the season. Sharp Howard, we went through all the injuries, all the protocol stuff, all the noise and everything. Now it's about just playing basketball. You got your boys back. Once Derrick Rose get back, get past this trading deadline for everybody know who's going to be here, who's not going to be here. They can ease their mind, and then let's just go make that playoff run and get back to where we want to be at. I think that's definitely plausible right now.
The big thing, like we say, if we win, we are going big fish hunting. If we get out there and win, just to win tonight in the next 4 games, would put us 5 games over 500. That right there, the 5 games would put us at the end, almost at the end of the month. That is going to let the front office know that we need to, and it may not. If we go in this 5-game spin right here and win these games, we may not need somebody else. There's so many things that you got to just think about because if we start winning, who do we need to bring in here to win more? Do we need somebody to come in here and maybe deter the what we got going on right now? It's so many things, man. This front office, uh, as a Knicks fan, I'm so happy just to sit here and just to talk about what it coulda, shoulda, woulda, what it could be because if we really start winning and win these next 5 games, do we really need to bring somebody in here to really help us out? Uh, and on the other hand, we will probably need to make another move to lessen some of this load that we have on our wing spot. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to. The reason why I say that is I don't want to bring Reddish in here and he ends up being stuck like he was at Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's what I don't want him to be. So do I think we're going to make some moves to lessen the roster and move some one or two of these wing plays that can open it up for Reddish a little bit? That's what I think we're going to do. Big things are going to go on, man. Big things.
Yeah, absolutely. My thing for me, guys, ladies and gents in the chat and out there, my only concern for me is Kemba Walker going to the length of the whole thing. That's one of my major concerns. My major concern right now for the Knicks is only about two major concerns I got is Kemba Walker and Obi Toppin. Everything else I don't even have
Facts.
with. I really don't. I'm good with everything else that's going on right now on our team because of Fournier starting to get back into his stride. Maybe coming out of the Olympics, coming through the Olympic thing, then get into the season trying to get acclimated and all this. Maybe he finally starting to get it. But the Kemba Walker thing got me concerned because I don't. If him and Derrick Rose going to be able to hold up going forward. You know what I mean? And the way Obi Toppin is playing right now, it's his confidence. He's starting to lose confidence because of the Julius Randle situation. Them about the only two major concerns I got in with our team right now going forward. Is them two situations. We can nip them two situations in the bud some way. If Obi Toppin get back on this grind, he started getting it popping, and Kemba Walker can do that. Salute to my man John. Salute John. Real talk, man. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, man. That's my biggest concern is that, but other than that, I'm pretty good with the team. We starting to get gel. We starting to come together. We starting to play good basketball. Our defense, we starting to find our identity. And that's what's real important for me, that we starting to find our identity like last year, and that's our defense. And we starting to hold teams down. We starting to lock them down. That could be the point too. Is it possible they're holding Kimber to make him out there for a move? I believe so.
Definitely. I
The only
think
thing I
so.
can really think of, man. Because if he was only day to day and he was only pretty much sore, but it seems like every day you think he's coming back, they say he's not coming back. So that's a good point. D Nice. It's very possible.
I,
Um,
I don't think we see D Rose no more this year. I think D Rose get I think D
Kimber.
Rose. I'm sorry, Kimba. Excuse me. I think Kimba. I don't think we see Kimba. I think Kimba's sitting down, resting that leg, and he's going to be one of the moves that we make to to soften up that point guard position, man. Something to see, man. The one thing that I do have to say about Kemba this year, even when he sits off the bench, man, I do see Kemba um, always with RJ. He's always in RJ's ear. He's always bigging him up. He's always showing him stuff. I seen him a couple of games, man, since he's been with us, and RJ is having one of those games. He is right in his ear. He's showing him moves. He's showing him how to set up. So that is a great thing for RJ because you can see that whatever Kemba is putting out there in his ear, it is working.
mhm.
But on the other hand, we need a point guard, and the big thing is Kemba and D Rose going to be able to hold us down for the rest of this year. D Rose is going to come back off of this foot surgery. Do we think that Tibbs is going to push him out there 30 minutes? Kemba is coming back off of this knee thing. Do we think that Tibbs is going to push Kemba out here 20 something minutes or 30 minutes? These guys both have ailing ligaments, and I don't know. Messing with Tibbs, man. Tibbs is gonna go out there and burn these guys out. We gonna get past the trade deadline, and something else is gonna happen. So I think Kimba might be one of the pieces that is put together with a couple of pieces that we've all been talking about to get moved this year.
Hey, Queen, I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't realize that she said Kimbo didn't travel to Atlanta with the team. You know what I mean? And that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, man, I think that's where it's at, man. Overall, we just got to keep our eyes open, our ears to the ground, man, because some gonna pop off sooner or later.
Soon.
Pop off, and I think it's just a matter of time. I think they're doing their due diligence. I think Brock Olive probably sitting there like, we get this guy. Let's see how these numbers work. Hey man, let me give that man some flowers too. That man Brock Olive getting us.
Man,
You think about the last couple of things he did. He just got us $1 million in a Rondo deal. 1.1 million in a Rondo deal, and he just got us 1.1 million in this deal. Okay, makes it. Thanks for that. Yep. But yeah, that dude Brock Olive, man, that man, he wheeling and dealing, bro. He turned Grimes picking the Grimes in a first. You know what I mean? This dude is doing it, and you got to get Nick Flowers for hiring that brother. You talk about the capologist. Think about that. You got 1.1 million in this deal. You got 1.1 million in a Rondo deal, and you got Joakim Noah's 6 million coming off the books. Probably that's almost $9 million right there. You move a couple of these contracts that we got here. Yep, the Knicks right there with $30-something million with a chance to get a max player if they wanted to. Not saying that's what they should do, but if they wanted to. That's understandable, man. But that we in a good place, guys. We are in a good place. But let's go down here in the ATL tonight and give these cats the business. Go down here, give them the business. This would be a good win for us. It seems like every time we Knicks play, it's always a big game for us.
It is.
This is a big game. It's just a big game to be able to win. It's not the end of the world, but it's a big game. Because if we could take advantage of them guys tonight and win this game, and knowing the way the East is playing on the schedule the next couple of weeks, knowing that we home for 4 games in a row, that looks good for us. It looks good from us from a standpoint of wins and losses. The East beating up the East conference games, division games. It's just a good look all the way around, Shot Powell. And I'm hoping that we can go down here in ATL tonight and just play some New York City gritty committee basketball, limit the turnovers. Shoot the foul shots good, get them charity strike points. Good to shoot a good percentage from 3. Don't have to shoot a lot of it, shoot a good percentage. Rebound that basketball and limit them turnovers, man, and play some defense. I think we do that. And a couple of our guys top off tonight. We definitely walk out of there with a W.
Yeah, I'm looking for a big game tonight, man. I think it's going to be a close game. My big thing tonight is I'm a homer for Mitch, man. So if you hear Shy Powers talk about a player on the team, man, I'm a homer for Mitch, man. I think Mitch is gonna come out here and have another double tonight. I think our scoring tonight and our defense is gonna come out tonight. And I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think we're gonna pull the victory out tonight. I believe we're gonna be 105 to 98. Maybe 100 to 105. I think we're gonna pull out a win tonight. It's gonna be a close game going into the fourth quarter, but I think our first and third quarters we've been executing some really good play these last couple of games. I think we pull a nice lead out in the third quarter. The Atlanta tries to come back, but doesn't have enough steam. We win by about 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out here and say this tonight. Knicks win that game, and I think they're gonna get in the business. Here's why. Number one, I think we playing good basketball, and remember, the Atlanta Hawks played their heart and soul out against the Miami Heat last night, and they gave up 124 points. They gave up 124 to the Miami Heat last night. So they're coming off a back-to-back. You gave up 124. You know what I mean? And that team mentally, they seem like they're not there to me. And I think there's a lot of confusion going on there, man. And so I do think we go in there tonight. I'm gonna go 110 to 98. I'm going 110, 98. I think by the fourth quarter, if we do what you always say, Shop House, pace.
That's what I'm saying.
Think about it. We coming off of 2 days rest. I hope our shooting is not rusty, but other than that, our legs gonna be fresh. Mitchell Robinson should be fresh tonight. 2 days off. I had a chance to run up and down the gym and get some more conditioning in. I think Knicks. I'm gonna go 110-98 to Knicks tonight, and I think we should be good to go, man. I think we're gonna really play. You know, every time we play Atlanta, we're gonna want to get them the business. Still, John said 114, 198. I'm with you on that. He got me by 4 points. I can see that as well, man. I think it's gonna be a good game for the Knicks tonight. We go down there and get a popping in the ATL tonight, and come out this thing victorious. Move up above 500 for the first time in a minute. You know what I mean? Get back over 500. And we're going home to the Garden for 4 games. I cannot wait. So we need to take care of business tonight, one game at a time, like these civilized and wise them say. But you know, to start tonight. But I'm confident about the way we playing ball that we can go get it popping though.
I'm with you, be civilized. Yeah, I'm right there with you, be civilized. I'm feeling the Knicks is maybe win by like 105-98. I think we're somewhere around there. I think we win by about 7. I believe these last couple of games, and like I said again, man, the first and third quarters, the Knicks have been playing very well, man. And I believe if we can snatch a double-digit lead in the third quarter, I think it'll hold fast for us to win the game in the fourth quarter. So yeah, salute, John. Salute.
Yeah, yes indeed. Yeah, man. Y'all chat, y'all that's where it's at, man. We appreciate y'all cats on
D
fire.
Ross.
Shit. I got 112 to 86.
That's what's up.
Hey, listen. After what the Golden State Warriors did the other night to whoever oh my God, they smacked the crap out of somebody last night, beat them by 40 points. I think it was the Bulls. Am I right? They beat the mess out them jokers the other night. So hey, man, I ain't putting nothing past nobody, man. Oh,
Word up.
Beat the Bulls 138-96, beat them about 40-some points. Shit. So it's possible. It's definitely possible, man. I'm like, man. Allah Wild got 116-98. I like that as well. He got my man by 2 points, got me by 6 because I had 110-98. But yeah, man, I think all in all, man, this will be a great win for us, man. We get to talk about this thing, man. And you know, Sim them had a post game popping off tonight, man. No matter what, win or loss, y'all go down to NBK and let Sim them get it popping. You know, they're gonna be in the house out there with the post game, and it should be fire down there as well, man. But we get this win tonight. I'm gonna be giddy, bro. If we get that win tonight, I'm starting to feel good about this thing. I'm already feeling good about it, but I'm feeling more optimistic tonight if we win because I just know that we starting to play some good basketball. And we really headed back in the right direction after going through the peaks and valleys through the course of the season. And you know, we got a lot of guys out of the COVID thing now. We allowed all them guys back. All we waiting for is Derrick Rose, man. That's the biggest thing we waiting for right now on the Knicks is Derrick Rose. When Derrick Rose get back to this team, he get back in the game shape, and then we pull off a move or two, and maybe Cam Reddish can get some burn. He can show us what he can help us with, man. You know, and I just think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good situation for us, man. It really is, man. So yeah, I enjoy that game, man. It's about to come on, and 7:30 tip off about 7:40. Let's go down to ATL and get these cats to business, man. That's what we need to do. Go in there and get this W. That's what it's all about. Nothing else matters, man. I don't care what individual player do tonight. I just want to walk out there with that W. You know, and that's what we need tonight, man. What a way to bounce back for the last 10 games, man. We was all in here going through trial and tribulation with the Knicks over the last 15, 16 games. But what a way to bounce back, man. 7-3 over the last 10 games since Christmas. Maybe that new city drip, that new black jersey, that new but it made pretty much it was that everybody got back out of COVID. You know what I mean? And RJ and Randall, and Fournier started playing some good basketball. That's where it's at right there, man. We brought the man in here to do something for us. He has been doing it the last 5 games or something like that. Having that 44-game explosion and against against Boston. So it looked like we about to get back into it, man, for real. Yeah, I like Wild. I'm with you, God. Peace. I think we hold him under 100.
Peace, yeah.
I think we hold him under 100. I really
do. We played Fabian Fabe. We played Trey this year. I think we played Trey this year already. We played Trey this year.
I'm not sure whether he here the last game.
I think the last game he might have been out, but I think the first game
I think the Christmas game, yes.
Right. I think he played the first game we played him this year though. I remember him hitting something from the center from like the half court, but we beat them. Yeah, we have 2 games on. So I think the first game we played, if I'm not mistaken, Fabe, I'm almost sure that we played him the first game. The second game we didn't play him. He had the COVID or something like that. The second time, I think.
Yeah. John said the first game, absolutely correct. He was out the first
Right?
game.
Yeah.
That's all right. Alex Burks got something for him tonight. That 6'6" frame gonna be shadow that boy tonight. And if you get out of hand, you throw McBride in there just to make them tired because they played last night. Like I said, the Hawks played last night. And we, John, we tied 1-1 to this because this is a big game for us tonight. Just to beat them guys tonight and have advantage on them in the standings and the conference standings anyway. That's gonna be a huge game. Thank you, John, for that, man. So we 1-1. We beat them cats. That's a good look. That's a good look on it because that game gonna matter down at the end of the season. I guarantee you that.
Facts.
If they get back up in it. If they get back up in it, that game can make a break where we be at in the stand. It can make a break us being in the 5 spot, could be in the 6 spot, can make us all depend where we go. But all these games is huge, man, and that's why I think we need to go win it, man, and go get it popping and everything like that. But overall, man, we ready for the night, man. Y'all cats go get your food, your drink, your nourishments, and everything you got. And real talk, y'all guys know I got the follow-up, the morning show back in the business, man. So after the game tonight, the follow-up be on tomorrow. If y'all guys on the way to work or you're on the way to school or you're on the way to play, whatever your endeavor is doing that day, the follow-up, Knicks Real Talk in the morning, back on, man. Normally 7:30, 8 o'clock for all you early birds who got to get to work and get on your grind. Just turn it on, man. I'll be on here breaking down the game from tonight and all that good stuff. And all that good stuff, man. But great show, great. You guys on fire up in the chat. That's where it's at. We appreciate y'all coming in tonight. I know y'all ready to get to where you got to go. Get your seat ready. Get your popcorn, all that good stuff. Because we going down to the ATL to clip some wings tonight. The Hawks will not fly tonight. We clipping the birds tonight. The dirty bird or whatever. They won't fly tonight. We flying tonight. They're gonna get knickerbocked tonight. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Let's go down there and handle our business. And all that. Chop out, man. Give me a last word before we get up out of here for the chat and get ready. We can get ready and all that good stuff.
Yo, you already know, man. Let's push the pace tonight, man. Get this win tonight. This game is a big game. We need to beat them tonight and hope some other teams out there fall for us so we can move up a little bit. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Divine, as always, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. The whole chat from Walter White, D-Rob, Fabian, John, still Nick fan, D-Nice, Be Civilized, Fabian, Allah Wise, all you guys, man, D-Ross, everybody, let's get a pop of Walter White again. Queens Court in the building, man. Y'all already know how that go down. John, still Nick fan. We got my man George Nice in the building. Everybody, Argent, Agent, Super Argo is in the building. Everybody, man, let's go get this thing tonight for the Knicks. We're going to keep it going. And let's keep it going. I don't want to leave nobody out, man. Y'all know how I do.
Civilized.
Yeah, man. Y'all cats is up in here, man. Thank y'all so much for coming in tonight. Still Ron still in here. King Heaven still in here. Cash Out James in the building. All you guys, man. Y'all in here, man. Let's go get it, man. Knicks need to get this victory tonight, and we really get it popping, man. So let's go, man. Let's salute to our team. Let's go get it popping tonight. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Like I said, man, y'all can catch me tomorrow morning. Frank Matos. Again, my brother, salute to you. Bogota Wi-Fi, Bodega Wi-Fi. My apologies.
Bodega.
Bodega in the building. And if I got anybody, I apologize. But let's go, man. Knicks Real Talk. We out, man. We're going to get it popping. We're going to go in here and get ready to watch this Knicks game. Y'all enjoy the game, man. Y'all be safe out there. I don't know, up and down the coast, we got a winter vibe, super snowstorm or winter freeze coming down my area. I don't know how it's going to be up wherever you got that, but be safe out there. Until the next time, Knicks Real Talk. Shop.
Jamendo.com